We're going to do now the Musar for Friday, Parashat Vayikra in Chok L'Yisrael. Remiyah yesh ba shte ra'ot gedolot. Deceit. When you cheat somebody, when you're deceitful towards someone, it has in it two very big evils. Ha'alef, the first one, shehu ke'inyan ha'sheker v'hanufa. Because it's similar to sheker, which is falsehood, lies, and chanufa, which is hypocritical flattery. V'asheni, and the second evil, kihu ke'inyan ha'gneva v'ha'ona'ah. In the second wrongdoing, it's similar to theft, to stealing, and also similar to ona'ah, which is wrongdoing of overcharging or underpaying someone in business. So these aspects of being deceitful has two aspects. One aspect which is like lying, and the other aspect is cheating or stealing. And what happens when a person does that? Umzalzel b'shem yitbarach shenira chas v'shalom ken HaKadosh Baruch Hu makir beramauto. And what does he do when he does that? He belittles, as if he belittles chas v'shalom Hashem, by pretending that Hashem is not aware of his deceit. Hashem, of course, knows everything that the person is doing. And if he's deceiving another person, he's being deceiving another person, Hashem is of course aware of it. And this guy pretends, he belittles the fact that Hashem is aware of his wrongdoing. And it's written in the Pasuk that you don't do any wrongdoing to another person by overcharging him, underpaying, and you must fear from Hashem your God. Another pasuk says, "V'lo ta'asu avel," and you should not defraud one another. Ani Hashem Elokechem, I'm Hashem your God. Utchilat dino shel adam. After 120, after a person passes away, the first question, the beginning, the opening question of a person's judgments is, "Nasata v'natata be'emunah." Did you conduct yourself in business? Did you deal with others in an honest manner? And this is one of the four categories of people that will not be received by the divine presence. As the Pasuk says, Lo yeshev bekerev beti, the Pasuk in Tehillim says, the person will not dwell in my home, in the home of Hashem, or seremiyah, a person who acts deceitfully. ולא חרבה ירושלים אלא על שפסקו ממנה בעלי אמונה. And the reason why Jerusalem was destroyed is because honest people cease to be there. When there is dishonesty between people, that's a cause for destruction, and that caused the destruction of the Bet HaMikdash. Like it's written, כמו שנזכר לעיל במידת השקר, like we mentioned earlier when we spoke about sheker, about lies and that type of thing, and falsehood. We stand, Uchtiv Hashem, mi yagur be'olecha. Who is going to dwell in the tent of Hashem? And the continuation of that pasuk later in that same chapter of Tehillim, ve'dover emet bilvavo, the person who speaks truth in his heart. Ve'amru rabotenu zichronan livracha, our rabbis said, ish emunot rav berachot, a person of faithfulness will have many blessings. Is a person that conducts himself in business faithfully, that his assets, his property will increase. HaKadosh Baruch Hu mazmin lo panasato, HaKadosh Baruch Hu will bring his parnasah, his livelihood. Velo od ela shenikra tzaddik, and he's called the righteous person. Shene'emar, like the pasuk says, v'tzaddik be'emunato yichyeh. And a righteous person will live by his faithfulness. There are 613 mitzvot. And there in the Gemara, it says if you want to really condense them into one statement, all the mitzvot of the Torah, Habakuk Hanavi, Midan Alechad, and he concentrated all the mitzvot into one statement, into one pasuk, Shene'emar, the pasuk says, V'tzadik be'emunato yichyeh. And a tzaddik, a righteous person, will live by his faithfulness. So important is honesty and faithfulness, and to be honest in business, not to cheat, not to think that a person can get away with something that he's made an accomplishment on the opposite. He's created a very bad situation by being honest and faithful. A person can be zocheh, have the merit to have beracha, to have blessings. And this applies in business in general. And I've seen it said, and it is wrong to have that approach, this would applies only amongst Jews. No, it is forbidden to cheat and deceit a goy, 100%. There is no justification for being dishonest with people who are not Jewish. The same thing would apply, that a person has to be very careful as he acts in business, that will be honest and faithful. This was the Musar for today, Parashat Vayikra for Friday. Chok Yisrael at Emma Bani Sfari Congregation. Baruch Adonai Le'olam. Amen ve'amen.